Welcome to Unknown, where we make the unknown known. We journey all across the country in search of your most popular local bands. We cover everything from R&B to rap, from rock and roll to funk. So sit back and relax and help us celebrate some of America's most talented unknown faces. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, home of such artists as Clay Aiken, Tootsie, Randy Travis, Richard Petty, and many more. Raleigh is also known for its many festivals, Southern culture, and good food. This week, we will be spotlighting one of Raleigh's finest products, the Capital City Soul Band. Its founder, Ray Patterson, grew up in the projects on the Lower South Side, where he would develop a passion for playing drums, and along with a few childhood friends, would play for the neighborhood kids at an early age, before deciding to make a career of it.
I was around 5 years old. I was set at the table, at the kitchen table, and we were poor. I grew up in the projects. We couldn't afford a set of drums right then until I was sitting in the chairs, my mother's kitchen table chairs, and I was set in one chair. I would take the other three and put around me, and that was my drum set until I started tearing the chairs up. So my mom decided to go buy me a set of drums.
Listening to such bands as Lakeside, Aerosmith, George Clinton, and Bootsy Collins, Ray developed his craft and love for bands and used it to pursue his own band and style.
Well, the band was formed in 2017. We've always been Capital City Soul Band. We started out as Capital City Soul Band. The reason why we had to add of Raleigh to it was because there was another band we found in Alabama that was Capital City Soul Band. But we've been together about 5 years. We started out as a five-piece band, took some time off and started to resume playing again. And when we got together again, one of the members sort of went MIA on us. So we had to wind up hiring another keyboard player. A young kid, he was very, very talented, but I guess he decided he didn't want to play anymore. So we just kept on interviewing other musicians until we found a keyboard player. And luckily we wound up getting two more keyboard players.
Well, Ray is an awesome husband, awesome guy. I love him. Living with him as a drummer is, he eats, sleeps, and drinks music, and especially the Capital City Soul Band of Raleigh.
He's more like brother, uncle. We grew up in the house together, and I have heard him play music all my life. All my life. He's the reason I like music a lot. And I used to listen all the time with him to old people like Consumption, OJ, Dad, old stuff. We always listen to.
My earliest memory, about 9 years old. And he's been playing drums ever since he was 9. And the kids used to get out in the parking lot and dance to his music. He'd be in the house, they'd be outside. And you look outside and the parking lot was full of kids just dancing.
Although the times, style, and dances have changed, the love for good music and good times has remained the same. Enter native New Yorker and former police officer Curtis Big Man Wright, who says he started playing bass as a hobby after he retired.
Curtis Wright. I was born a poor black child. Nah. Come out of the People's Republic of Brooklyn.
Okay.
Raised there. And joined the New York City Police Department. Did my 20 years there. Retired, came down here. My wife told me I need a hobby, get out the house. So I was in Guitar Center one day, picked up a bass. I said, yeah, I think this is it. That's a good question. We're kind of like an amoeba. We don't have boundaries. We just take the form of whatever the crowd is doing, whatever the people are doing. We can do everything, which I like. Because I don't like to be pigeonholed. This is a rap band or a soul band or a rock band, a reggae band. You know, you should be able to evolve and play to the crowd. Wow. If you'd asked me 5 years ago, I'd tell you I don't know, man. We were playing in my basement, you know, a bunch of middle-aged men in a garage band, you know.
Yeah.
But 5 years from now, hopefully still doing it. Still out here, you know, making people happy, watching their heads bounce. You know, that's what it's all about.
Dantes Harris. Ray Patterson and I have known each other since elementary school. We started playing around the same time. We were in the same grade. So I guess we started playing, like I say, 6th grade, 11 years old, 10, 11 years old. Ray and I been knowing each other that long. I'm 65 presently. My instrument of choice is tenor saxophone. Being a music teacher, I have facility on all instruments except for guitar. So if you want to learn how to play something, I can get you going in the right direction with love and protection. I describe the band as a conglomerate of different musicians come together to put together it's all about the rhythm. And so we want people to dance. We want people to dance. It's all about the rhythm. Duke Ellington said it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. And we're in the same place. We're trying to get people to enjoy our music, and the best complement of the music is the dance.
Back in my early childhood years, he would come home for the Christmas holiday, Thanksgiving holiday, and I would look forward to coming home from school and just walking in, hearing my uncle playing his keyboard or his saxophone in the kitchen. He always just likes to play music, songs for the holidays or for any type of occasion. I love their sound. It's universal.
Now, Raleigh is also home to such bands as Rockzilla, The Who's Bad Band, Twin Creeks, and Spivey's Corner. But no one gets the people moving like the Capital City Soul Band and their classic hit, Sundress.
The day that we met is a day I won't regret. When I saw you with that sundress on, my heart skipped a beat, couldn't wait for us to meet. When I saw you with that sundress on, I couldn't help but stare. You were the answer to my prayer. You looked like an angel in disguise. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw you with that sundress on. I was drawn like a moth to a flame. I just had to know your name. You with that sundress on.
Meet Greg G. Baby Taylor. Now, Greg has played in other bands in the area. As a keyboard player, background, and lead singer, Greg is one of the band's primary songwriters.
My name is Greg Taylor, aka G-Baby4Music on Instagram and other social media platforms. G-Baby is a name that a former band member gave me about 10, 15 years ago. It's a long story behind it, but I was looking for something a little different because Greg Taylor is just such a plain name. And we were in rehearsal one night, and she just said, "Yo, G-Baby, don't worry about it." We was having a conversation, so it just kind of stuck. So that's where it comes from. I'm background and lead singer, and also one of the keyboard players. I've been with Capital City now for I think 2, coming up on 3 years now. Well, Ray Patterson, the band leader and drummer, I met him when I was playing with another band. He was filling in, and I got to know him, and then we got to do some other things. And when the band that I was playing in previously disbanded, Ray asked me to kind of fill in with Capital City Soul originally, and then eventually he decided to ask me to be a permanent member of the band. The word I use is eclectic, because we do a little bit of everything. We can do songs like Wagon Wheel, which is country. We can do some Leonard Skinner. We'll do old rock, Doobie Brothers, and then we'll mix in some hip hop and some R&B and some soul. So we're that band that can cover all the bases. A little bit of jazz. We can do it all.
Next up is another New York native, Chris Heimer. Chris started playing guitar at an early age, and after moving to Raleigh, started gigging with local bands.
Chris Heimer. Let's see, I grew up on Long Island, New York, and a friend of mine from across the street, he brought a guitar over one day, showed me a couple of chords, and after that I was hooked. I bought my first guitar the next day and been playing ever since. I moved down here, took lessons for about a year, played in some local bands in this area, and found Capital City Soul about 4 years ago, and thought it was a good fit for me.
Okay.
Yes, I knew Curtis. We had played together before in a previous band, and so I knew Curtis being a good bass player and a good guy, so thought I'd try to put something together. I guess a mix of R&B, soul, classic rock, and funk. All of everything. I see us playing bigger venues, playing weddings, playing all around Raleigh, Durham, Fayetteville, and just getting out there and getting known.
This is the Capital City Soul
Now, the South is known for its many legendary singers that come from the church. One such singer is Marcus Magic, former praise and worship singer, now lead singer for Capital City. His versatile musicianship helps give the band its staple and unique sound.
My name is Marcus Magic. I'm the lead singer for the band. Been with the band for a little over 3 years. So I've been singing, I started in church, obviously, when I was young in the youth choir, and then progressed to the choir up until college, just singing as a tenor. After that, I started taking a little bit more roles within the choir, leading praise and worship when I got here to Raleigh. And then started moving outside of the church and singing in bands, just party bands like Capital City. In the next 5 years, I see us making a lot of the same movies we are now, but hopefully going for bigger stages and higher wages.
Last but not least is the band's newest member, B.J. Parker. As the youngest member of the band with gospel roots, he has also found his place right here with Capital City.
B.J. Parker. I'm the piano player for Capital City Soul. One of the piano players. I've been playing keyboard for about 14 years. So I'm kind of new. I just got in maybe 6 months ago. I love it. It's real diverse. We play all sorts of music. So we play some rock, we play some R&B. So it's pretty simple entertainment music. I think that's the best way I can describe it. Okay. A lot of people, well, I know I'm from the church, so a lot of our chords are kind of simplified. But yeah, it's more of like an entertainment kind of style. That's how I would describe it. So I started out in the church.
Okay.
So I've always played for different churches growing up. So the pastor of the church I play for, which is Evans Grove, he's old friends with Ray Patterson, the drummer and like the leader of the band pretty much. Okay. So I guess he wanted the pastor to play and the pastor put me on to it. Okay. And ever since then we've been connected at the hip. Definitely like touring, at the very least, all around North Carolina, but just keeping a steady pace, doing what we do at a bigger level, whether it be going out of state, or yeah, just touring, playing different places.
The guys say they don't know what the future holds or where the band goes from here, but one thing they do know is that they plan on being around for many years to come. So, if you're ever in the Raleigh, North Carolina area in the near future, make sure you go see the Capital City Soul Band of Raleigh. See you there. Peace, love, and happiness.